Have a look at this. I'm at ASUS's booth at CES where they've just shown off their entire new range of ROG gaming laptops. It has been a crazy week for the gaming PCs and laptops. We've got new processors from Intel and AMD, we've got new graphics cards from NVIDIA, the RTX 5000 series, and if you've got a couple of minutes, I'd love to show you around. And starting at the top of the lineup, we have the refreshed Strix Scar 16 and 18. Now this is their flagship gaming laptop, packing the fastest RTX 5090 at a 175 watt TGP. This may just be the fastest gaming laptop in the entire world. And the new graphics are paired with the latest Intel ROG HX processors, and it also comes with 64 gigabytes of RAM, which now has a 17% faster data rate versus the previous gen. We also get a brand new chassis for 2025. With this refined lid design, we've got rounded corners, we've got the anime vision. We also now get a full 360-degree surround RGB light bar. Previously, it was just at the front and the back, but this may be the best bit, this new magnetic latch, which means you don't need any tools to access both the SSDs, which themselves are on a new Q latch. So again, no tools necessary to upgrade the SSDs. You've also got the memory slots, so you can clean the dust out of the fans, and I kind of wish every gaming laptop had this design. They've also significantly improved the speakers. We have slimmer bezels, while also squeezing in a Full HD IR webcam up the top here. More ports than you can shake a stick at, including for the very first time 2 Thunderbolt 5 ports. We're talking full-fat 120 gigabits per second, as well as their new slim power jack, which is reversible. We have a 90 watt-hour battery, Wi-Fi 7, same display as the previous gen, although there is a new coating on the mini LED Nebula version that improves the contrast. So new processors, new graphics, new chassis, faster connectivity. Yes, this thing will cost you an absolute fortune, but in terms of the best gaming laptops out there, this is a really nice upgrade. So if the Strix Scar is the tippity top dog of the new gaming range, then just below that we have the Strix G series. This is the G16, we've also got the G18, which come in both Intel and AMD flavors for the CPU, but they all use NVIDIA's new GPUs. In terms of the specs, the AMD version of the G16 and G18 comes with the new Ryzen Fire Range CPU, as well as of course NVIDIA's new 5000 series. Sadly no mini LED screen option here, but we still have a very nice IPS Quad HD Plus 240Hz display with G-Sync, 500 nits of brightness, and advanced Optimus. The Intel version is very similar, although of course we have the ROG HX chips instead, and the Intel version can come with a 1580. They've also refined the chassis, everything looks a little bit cleaner. They've improved the cooling with a new tri-fan cooling setup and full surround vents. And we also have the 360-degree surround RGB. We've also got this laser engraved lid, which is quite fancy, and some of the SKUs also have translucent keycaps. Moving swiftly on, because now I want to talk about my personal favorites, the ROG Zephyrus G14 and G16. Now, how do I make this not confusing? There are 2 versions of the G14. One is slightly thicker, although by only sort of 1 to 2 millimeters, but you get better cooling, higher-end GPU options with more VRAM, and they've done this because they had some great feedback from the 2024 G16, which also came in 2 slightly different chassis sizes, basically giving you more performance in a similarly thin and light form factor. They've also added Type-C charging on both sides of the chassis. Previously that was only on a 16-inch. So G14, you've got the 2 versions, and they both use AMD Strix Point chips. Now for the G16, this can come in both AMD and Intel options. The AMD is Kraken Point, the Intel is Arrow Lake H. But they all come with the new NVIDIA graphics, although of course with different SKUs and different TDPs. So those are your traditional gaming laptops. But now let's talk about the new ROG Flow Z13 or Z13 for my American friends, which actually hasn't been updated in over 2 years, with the last model rocking the Intel 12th gen CPUs and RTX 4070. Now, with the 2025 version, it's all AMD Strix Halo, which means there's no separate dedicated graphics card here, it's using the integrated graphics. And up front, we have this 13.4-inch Quad HD Plus Nebula 180Hz display. Round the back, we have this larger horizontal glass window where you can see the actual motherboard inside with RGB lighting. We have 2 full-fat USB 4 ports as well as an HDMI 2.1, their new slim power jack, and micro SD. There's a customizable action key on the side, which by default opens the handy command center widget. And the whole thing is CNC milled from a single piece of aluminium. And we're talking 1.2 kilograms on the scales and 12 millimeters thick, but that's without the keyboard, which does make it a touch thicker and heavier than the previous model. The keyboard's also been updated with larger keycaps and a much bigger touchpad, and actually really good news is that the new keyboard can be used on the old model. This is without doubt one of the most unique gaming devices on the market, and I'm really excited to see how this performs with that AMD Strix Halo chip and its integrated graphics, and also how well the battery performs. And last but not least, the 2025 XG Mobile. This is essentially their external graphics card dock, which, as you would expect, is now packing the latest NVIDIA 5000 series GPUs, but it's also 25% lighter and 13% smaller than the 2023 XG Mobile. They've improved the airflow, so it's actually about 3 decibels quieter in turbo mode, and it's also Thunderbolt 5 now, although it is still backwards compatible with the older Thunderbolt 3 and 4. While you can use it with older laptops, you will get a small performance boost if you pair it with a new laptop, also with Thunderbolt 5. And maybe the most impressive thing is that as well as packing in the graphics card and being significantly smaller, it also has an integrated 320 watt power supply, which can power both the graphics card and your laptop. And there's also a built-in kickstand, so maybe instead of buying a whole new laptop, you could just buy a new XG Mobile and get a 50 series card that way and plug it into your current one. I should also say there are new ASUS TUF gaming laptops. There's also new motherboards and GPUs and PCs and monitors and networking. They make a lot of stuff. So that is just a quick look at the new ROG lineup of gaming laptops with the brand new NVIDIA 5000 series graphics cards. Unfortunately, I can't benchmark or play any games on these right now. They're just running an NVIDIA demo, but very, very excited to test these out and get them back to the studio for benchmarking. If you've got any questions at all, drop a comment below. And yeah, stay tuned for my full reviews coming soon. Thanks for watching.